Hi guys, Abs here and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create content that is page one worthy time after time and consistently using AI and Google. Okay, and to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to search Google for our keyword. And then we're going to visit the top 10 ranking sites that rank inside of Google for our keyword. And then we're going to scrape all of the content from the top 10 ranking sites and send that to the AI engine, asking it to evaluate the content for us and make some findings. And then from those findings, we're going to ask it to generate an SEO optimized article for us using the content that comes from the top 10 ranking sites. And then what we're going to do is we're going to ask the AI to generate some factual information that can be used to create graphs and images for the article that's created. And then we're going to check the generated content against the top 10 ranking sites to make sure that we're fully optimized. We're going to be taking things like LSI terms and entities, and we're going to be sending them to the AI engine as well at the same time. Okay, so let me show you exactly how we can get this done. So when we're inside of Google, all we have to do is search for our keyword. So for example, on this occasion, SEO facts. And then what we're going to do is we're going to visit every single one of these sites, the organic sites that rank inside of Google, and we're going to scrape all of the content. Okay, we're going to scrape all of the content on the website, and then we're going to save it to a file, for example. Oops, went too far there. And we're going to go over to the next site. We're going to do exactly the same here as well. We're going to scrape all of the content and save it over to a file. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the AI engine and send all of the content to the AI engine, making them aware that this content comes from the top 10 ranking sites. I want you to evaluate it and I want you to create an article for me based on this content. Okay, but it's also very important that we tell the AI engines what the LSI terms are, what the entities are, so that we can have them included inside of our content. Okay, so to do this, it can be kind of tedious because you have to visit all of the top 10 ranking sites, and then you need to have features available that are going to allow you to extract the LSI terms, the NLP terms, and also the entities as well that can be included in the content. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you our software and how you're able to automate it. So this software actually works with Chat GPT, it works with Google Bard, it works with Bing Chat, and it also works with Claude AI. Okay, all of these are free to use. You also have paid for versions, but it does work with the free versions as well. Okay, in fact, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how you can generate images using Bing Chat, which is totally free to use. Okay, so I've actually got a strategy down here. Okay, strategies, let me just show you these. Let me just show you the strategy that I'm going to work with. So this strategy is an article strategy, and it is image FAQ schema. And if you have a look at the strategy, we actually have 11 prompts inside of here. These are prompts that will be running one after the other in the AI engine of our choice. Okay, so when we create a strategy, we're able to set the strategy to work with Chat GPT, Bard, Bing, or Claude. You're also able to work with Chat GPT 4, and you're also able to work with My GPTs, which is a recent update. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to go ahead and click on start. I'm going to actually add my keyword in here. We'll use the same one, SEO facts. Okay, and I'm going to click on start. And what's going to happen now is the very first thing the software is going to do is going to be doing a Google search for us. So just what I showed you now in the browser tab, whereby we do a search for our keyword, visit all of the sites, extract the content, get the LSI terms and everything for us. Okay, the software is actually doing everything for us now. Okay, so what it's doing, it's searching Google for our keyword, SEO facts. It's visiting the top 10 ranking sites. It's scraping all of the content from there. And then now it's going ahead and it's getting all the LSI terms and everything as well. And it's sending all of the content to the AI engine. So as you can see, this is a massive prompt. I'll scroll up and down from here. Okay, it's a massive prompt because it includes all of the content that comes from the top 10 ranking sites inside of Google. Okay, and we've sent it over to Claude AI. You don't have to send it over to Claude. You can actually change the prompts to work with whichever engine you want. Okay, and what we're asking Claude to do right now is to create a article outline based on the content that comes from the top 10 ranking sites. And now it's going ahead and creating that content for us. So we'll let it complete and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so now here's prompt number 2. Now we're asking Claude to generate the top 50 entities for the keyword SEO facts from the content that we've provided it from the top 10 ranking sites. Okay, that's a lovely list of entities there. And now we're asking Claude to create the content for us using the content that we're asking Claude to create the content for us from the article outline it created using the top 10 ranking sites content as inspiration, and also including these LSI terms that the software exposed after visiting the top 10 ranking sites, and to include these entities that Claude AI exposed after evaluating the content that came from the top 10 ranking sites. And now it's going ahead and creating that content for us. Okay, what you can see here is Claude hasn't actually completed its cutout. So the software has understood this and is telling Claude to continue. Okay, so that's been completed, and now we're asking Claude to provide factual details from the article you just created that can be used to create a data graph visualization. The graph should aid readers in understanding key information, include only verifiable facts and data points for the graph. Okay, and now the software has automatically gone over to Chat GPT for the next prompt, and this time it's using the Data Insighter My GPT plugin, and it's asking it to create a visualization graph based on the prompt that we've just given it. Okay, sometimes it does have an error, but it does continue. Okay, so there's the graph. And now we're going to do another prompt inside of GPT 3.5. And this time we're sending it the outline of the article, and we're telling it to create some frequently asked questions. And now we're prompting it again, but this time asking it to add FAQpage schema that can be used for the questions that it created. It's creating all the ingredients needed to rank high on page 1 for our keyword. And now we're asking ChatGPT to generate a prompt that can be used to create an image using AI. And now we're going to move over automatically to Bing Chat, and the software is going to create images using Bing. And we are done. So these are the images all created for us, and it's completed. What we can do now is we can go over to the editor and we can import the article inside of here to see it. Okay, so here's the article. I'm gonna remove this part here. Okay, so this is the article that Claude wrote for us. Let me go all the way down and you can see it's 4,229 words. Okay, so here's the article. And then we have the FAQs that we got from Chat GPT. Then we have the FAQ schema. Then we have the images that we took from Bing. Now we get a selection of 4 images, and we can use whatever one we want, and we can delete whatever we want as well. Okay, and then finally, we've got this visualization graph. I'll make it a little bit smaller so it's easier to view inside of this editor. It's still massive. Okay, there you go. So we can actually take these and we can put them wherever we want. So there might be a nice little area up here to put this. Okay, so for example, if we just say we put it here. Okay, so this is an optimized article that's come from the top 10 ranking sites. It includes all of our LSI terms inside of there. It includes the entities inside of there as well. We've got FAQs inside of here. We've got FAQ schema as well that we can put onto our page. We've also got graphs that have factual information about SEO facts or whatever our keyword was going to be. Okay, and we also have images that we can put into our article as well. What we can do now is we can actually check how optimized this article is when comparing it to the top 10 ranking sites. Okay, and the way we do this is we add our keyword down here. So our keyword was SEO facts. Okay, and I can click on analyze. And what's happening now is this is doing exactly the same thing. It's crawling Google for our keyword SEO facts. It's visiting the top 10 ranking sites. It's calculating LSI terms. And then it's going to tell you what the average number of words are, the average number of heading 1s are, the average number of heading 2s, heading 3s, the average number of images, LSI terms, LSI 2 terms and LSI 3 terms that are used by the top 10 ranking sites. And what we can do now is we can click this score button, and this score button will take our content, evaluate it, have a look to see how many headings we have in there, the LSI terms we have in there as well, and everything else in between. And then it's going to give us a score, and the score is based out of 60. And as you can see down here, we're already on 53 out of 60, which is a very highly optimized score. And what we can do to make this even better is have a look at exactly what our content has. So if I click this button here, it shows me exactly what's inside of my content, and then we can have a look and compare it to the top 10 ranking sites. So instantly I can see down here, we only have 3 heading 3s, and the top 10 ranking sites have an average of 7 heading 3s. We have 12 heading 2s, and the top 10 ranking sites have an average of 9 heading 2s. So we're using a few too many heading 2s, and we don't have enough heading 3s. So what we can do is we can click this auto optimize button down here, and what this will do, it will reshuffle the article for us, the headings and everything for us as well, and make them more aligned to the top 10 ranking sites. Okay, and this is really, really cool because we can go up and down here and we can edit this as well, and we can change the headings, we can do everything that we like on this. Okay, what we can do as well is we can actually take this content. So I'm going to take this content from here all the way to the start of the FAQs. Okay, I'm going to delete this quickly. Okay, I'm going to take the content from here all the way to here. Okay, and what we can do is we can actually check this content to see if it's getting picked up by AI content detection. Okay, and if it is, then there's a number of things we can do down here. We can translate the content from one language to another language. In fact, we can do a flow of translation. What this means is that we can translate this content from English into German, and then from German into Arabic, for example, and then from Arabic back over to English. And the slight variations gives you variations in how the content comes back again. The other option that you have is you can spin the article. When spinning the article, you can humanize the article as well, and you can protect all of the LSI terms at the same time. But what we can do is we can go over to the browser. We can go over to originality.org, I think it is. And I've got an account with these. Hopefully I can log in. Okay, that's the wrong password. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll quickly go over to this editor one more time. I will copy everything. I think I've lost it from my clipboard. And what we can do now is we can go to this originality.org, okay, and we can go over to start new scan, and we can forget the plagiarism. I'm just going to enter this inside of here, okay, and it's 3020 words. It's going to use 31 credits. I'm sure I've got enough credits. Yeah, I've got enough credits there, and I'm going to scan it now. Okay, and what you can see down here, it's saying it's 98% original and only 2% AI. And the reason behind this, guys, is because of the prompts that we have in our strategy. So we have some really sophisticated prompts down here. So let me just show you this strategy so you can get a good understanding of what we're doing. Okay, okay, this is the wrong one. Let's go to this strategy down here. Okay, so if you have a look at this one down here, what you'll see is we're saying create a 5,000 word SEO optimized article for our keyword using the article outline you just created. Ensure the article is engaging, unique, and search engine friendly, employing a professional tone and a mix of sentence lengths. Okay, so these things like mix of sentence lengths, using more complex lengths and whatever, make a massive difference to the way the actual article gets generated. And as you just noticed on originality.org, okay, which is probably one of the most used sites for content detection, it's coming up as a 98% as if written by a human. Okay, so this is the prompt generator AI, guys. And with the prompt generator AI, you can create your own strategies. Okay, you have normal strategies and you have logical strategies. When you work with logical strategies, which is what we just done just now, we're able to do a Google search. We're able to crawl URLs. We're able to prompt. We're able to upload to the cloud. We're able to save to Google Sheets. And of course, we're able to work with any one of these engines that we like. So if we wanted to prompt one prompt on Chat GPT, the next prompt on Bard, the next one on Bing, and the next one on Claude, then we can do that down here. In fact, let me show you how to do it. Okay, write a title for the keyword. Okay, and I'm going to add my keyword in here. And for this, we're going to be using Chat GPT. I'll click on plus. Okay, now I'm going to say create an article outline for my keyword. I'm going to add my keyword. No, I'm going to say create an article outline for my blog post title, and I'm going to give it a title, and the title I'm going to give it is output 1. So whatever we get from this prompt here, I'm going to add it in here. Okay, so I'm going to do output 1. And I'm going to do this one with Bard. Okay, so with Bard, we're saying create an outline, an article outline for our blog post. I'm doing that there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to Claude. We'll use Claude now, and we'll say create an optimized article for the using the article outline below. And I'm going to give it the article outline. The article outline is going to come from Bard, which is going to be output number 2. Okay, so I'm going to add that in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add down here article outline, just so that the AI understands it better. And we're doing this one with Claude. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Claude to create a prompt that can be used for generating a image with AI for the article you just created. Provide the prompt for image generation only. Okay, and we're going to do this with Claude as well. Okay, and we don't need to have any outputs in here. What we're going to do now is we're going to go over to Bing and generate the actual image. And the way we do this is we're going to use the prompt from output 4. So we're going to go output 4, and that's all we're going to do. Okay, and we're going to have this set to Bing, and there we go, that's set to Bing. And now what we're going to do is we're going to save it. So I'm going to do a save local. I'm not going to save to Google Sheets. I'm not going to post to the cloud, because you can post to the cloud or WordPress as well. I'm going to actually save it. So what do I want to save? I want to save the title. Okay, and the title is going to be output 1. And I'm going to save the outline. I don't have to, but I'm just showing you how to do it. The outline is output 2. Okay, and I'm going to save the article. And the article is output number 3. Okay, and then I'm going to save the image. I'm not going to do the image prompt, we'll just do the image. And the image is output number 5. Okay, and then I'm going to click on plus, and now this is going to save locally, and we'll do this one underneath test all engines. Okay, so I'm just showing you exactly how easy and simple it is to use. Now, if you wanted to use GPT-4, my GPTs, then you can do all of that down here as well, and you can set each one individually. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to automation. We're going to go over, did I do that as a logical? I can't remember now. Let's just have a look. I'll go over the test. And I did test all engines. And what we can do is when we select the strategy down here, we can actually click on strategy and we can see the prompts inside of this strategy. So we can see this strategy is made up of 6 prompts. Okay, if I click on this one here, we can see this is using GPT. If I click on this one here, we can see it's using Bard. If I click on this one here, we can see it's using Claude. And if I click on this one here, we can see it's using Claude. And if I click on this one here, we can see it's using Bing Chat. Okay, so we'll actually go ahead and create this now, or we'll run through this now, just so that you can get an understanding of how this works. And you've got requirements here as well. So if you ever wanted to know what's needed to run this, you can click this and you can see you only need to add your keyword. So we'll remain with the keyword SEO facts, and we click on start. And what you can see is going straight over to Chat GPT. It selects 3.5, and now it's going to ask for a title for our keyword. Okay, and now we're going to go over to Bing. Sorry, we're going over to Bard. And now we're going to ask Bard to create an outline for our title. Here you can see the titles come over from Bing. From Chat GPT. And here's the outline that Bard's creating for us. And now you can see we're going over to Claude. And in Claude, we've sent it over the outline that we got from Bard. Okay, and we're telling it to create an optimized article for us. And here's the article. We didn't tell it to use markdown format or add words in bold or anything like that, which you normally would do, but I'm just showing you exactly how you can quickly have this working. Okay, and that's been done. And now we're asking it to generate a prompt that can be used to create an image. Okay, and now we're going to go over to Bing Chat and we're going to ask Bing to create that image for us. So we're going to paste the prompt that we got from, we're going to paste the output that we got from Claude as a prompt. And there you go. This is the article. Okay, I'm going to show you in a moment as soon as this completes. And it's completed. We can go over to the editor. We can import this inside of the editor. Here are the images that we got from Bing. And here's the, okay, so here's the title. This is exactly how I saved it, if you can remember, the title. Then we got the outline. We kept the outline as well. Then we got the actual article. And then we got the images down here. Okay, so you can have hundreds and hundreds of prompts inside of your strategies. In fact, let me show you one of these strategies down here. I've got this ebook strategy down here with 100 chapters. And as you can see down here, we've got 122 prompts down here. Okay, and we've got multiple save commands as well, so you can save while you're going along. And you can do so many more things, and there's so much more control on this. So this is Prompt Generator AI, guys. You can get access to this by visiting the link in the description.